Good morning. This is Sober Readings for Thursday, September 25th. From Daily Reflections. First things first. Some of us have taken very hard knocks to learn this truth. Job or no job, wife or no wife, we simply do not stop drinking so long as we place dependence upon other people ahead of dependence upon God. That's a line from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 98. Before coming to AA, I always had excuses for taking a drink. She said, he said, I got fired yesterday. I got a great job today. No area of my life could be good if I drank again. In sobriety, my life gets better each day. I must always remember not to drink, to trust God, and to stay active in AA. Am I putting anything before my sobriety, God, and AA today? Today's reading from the 24 Hours book, the AA Thought for the Day. Let us consider the term spiritual experience as given in Appendix 2 of the big book, Alcoholics Anonymous. A spiritual experience is something that brings about a personality change. By surrendering our lives to God as we understand Him, we are changed. The nature of this change is evident in recovered alcoholics. This personality change is not necessarily in the nature of a sudden and spectacular upheaval. We do not need to acquire an immediate and overwhelming God consciousness, followed at once by a caste change in feeling and outlook. In most cases, the change is gradual. So I ask myself, do I see a gradual and continuing change in myself? The meditation for the day. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. For rest from the cares of life, you can turn to God each day in prayer and communion. Real relaxation and serenity come from a deep sense of the fundamental goodness of the universe. God's everlasting arms are underneath all and will support you. Commune with God, not so much for petitions to be granted, as for the rest that comes from relying on His will and His purposes for your life. Be sure of God's strength available to you. Be conscious of His support, and wait quietly until that true rest from God fills your being. And the prayer for the day. I pray that I may be conscious of God's support today. I pray that I may rest safe and sure therein. And today's reading from As Bill Sees It, page 90. To watch loneliness vanish. Almost without exception, alcoholics are tortured by loneliness. Even before our drinking got bad and people began to cut us off, nearly all of us suffered the feeling that we didn't quite belong. Either we were shy and dared not draw near others, or we were noisy good fellows constantly craving attention and companionship, but rarely getting it. There was always that mysterious barrier we could neither surmount nor understand. That's one reason we loved alcohol too well. But even Bacchus betrayed us. We were finally struck down and left in terrified isolation. That's from the 12 and 12, page 57. Life takes on new meaning in AA. To watch people recover, to see them help others, to watch loneliness vanish, to see a fellowship grow up about you, to have a host of friends. This is an experience not to be missed. And that's a line from the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 89. And that's it for today's readings. Thanks for listening. Until next time, don't drink, go to a meeting, and keep coming back. Have a great day. And as my friend Larry says, best day ever.